Hey College Success, welcome back to your next week 14 assignment video that is going to specifically focus on your registration assignment. So remember, there is no lecture video for this week. I just broke the assignment videos into two parts. Part one is already uploaded right there. That covers your map or your program plan PDF. This one is going to talk about just your registration assignment. Okay, what's kind of nice about this is if you've already registered for spring, a good amount of the work is done for you. All you have to do is copy your registration information over into this form and submit it. So your work might be done, but I'm going to go through the process for those of you who are still kind of thinking about your spring semester. So the purpose of this assignment is to get you thinking about what's coming up in the future. So if you do not end up using this exact schedule that you create for this assignment, that is okay. In fact, I'll never know. But the purpose is to make sure that you know like what tools you can use, where to go to find this information, and how to kind of start building a schedule. I always recommend, checking in with your advisor, especially if you're not sure what kind of classes you are going to take. But this is a good way to kind of get you thinking about it. Now, as I said, some of you might already be registered because this is so late in the fall semester that you already have this work done. If you are still thinking about your spring semester, this is not an excuse to say, I can't do this assignment because I don't know what I'm taking, because that's literally the point of the assignment, is to kind of make you think about what you might take. And if you're a CCP student, you're just going to look to see what kind of classes you could take as a CCP student here at Stark State in the springtime. So what you're going to do is, if you recall from the last video, you either have your map pulled up or you have a kind of degree plan pulled up. So you can use one or both of these to help you figure out what to take. So let's say that I am, a management, like a business management major, and I need to take, business 221 or business 121, whatever it is. I am going to go ahead and use my map or my program plan page here to look through and see what classes I need. Now, this is where an advisor will come in handy, because they're going to be able to tell you like, oh, there are certain classes that you can take certain semesters and there's certain prerequisites. But again, this is just an exercise and just kind of making sure you're comfortable with the tools. So I will go to my SSC and I'm going to go down to student tools and I'm going to go to register for classes. I'm going to click on register for classes. Now I'm not going to actually register quite yet, so I'm just going to hit browse classes. So when I get here, I'm going to tell it I want to look at spring 26 and I'm taking business. So my subject is the 3-letter abbreviation. So when I am in Brightspace and I want this registration assignment, I open it up right here. The subject is that 3-letter abbreviation. So it could be EDU. Could be MTH, So that's what the 3-letter abbreviation is, the subject. Now I am looking to take Business 121, Business Administration. So on my form, my number is 121. Oop, I hope I spell it right. And of course I'm gonna come up here and fill it out. I am filling this out early. You guys will not see this until November, but I'm looking at spring 2026 and I am a business admin major. All right, so I've got the basic information in there. So I want to take business. I specifically want to look at 121. If I didn't fill that in, that's okay. It's just going to give me all of the business results. 121 happens to be first, but I can see down here there are many pages, in this case 4, so I could kind of scroll through and see. But let's just go with business administration. Let's say I want to take on campus, because these are all web courses. I want to take this class right here. It's on Tuesdays from 9 to 11:30, so I'm going to go over here. It is Tuesdays 9 to 11:30, and I'm just going to verify that it is, that it is on main campus. I can pull this out a little bit if I wanted to make sure it's on main campus, and this is a 3-credit-hour course, so I'm going to put that back over here. 3 credit hours, main. The CRN is the 5-digit numbers associated with, so I keep going to that one. I'm right here, 55183. So these are my CRNs, and it has that labeling there. So I put 55183 here. All right, and that's how I do that. Now let's say I'm an education major. I mean, obviously I know I'm mixing things around here. You're not going to be a business and an education major, but just for our purposes, I'm going to go ahead and put EDU. And I'm just going to search. Maybe I don't have a specific one in mind, but let's say I have to take health, safety, nutrition. It's 123. This is an online course, so I'm just going to put, and it's a 2 credit hour. I love when I'm typing and I make typos. You guys all see it. All right, so this is an online course. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm just going to put web in each of those just to indicate that this is an online section. And I'm not going to leave them blank. That way when I look at it, I don't think, hey, you just skipped over that part of it. And then it looks like this was 41325. There we go. And then I would keep going as much or as little as I want to. You do not have to fill this whole table out. So for right now, I just have 5 classes, 5 credits. So if you only are thinking of taking 1 class, that's okay to have on there. If you're thinking of taking 5, you can have all there on as well. It's whatever you are kind of thinking about. And so again, use your map page here, use your program plan pages, and then build that assignment or to kind of look how you're thinking about your future classes. It does not have to be what exactly you sign up for, because again, I will never know, but it's just an exercise in using these tools. When you're done, make sure that you save it with your changes so you do not upload a blank document to me and then put that in the Dropbox area. So if you have any questions on this, please feel free to reach out. You do not need your advisor to sign off on this by any means, but it can be something that you use to have a conversation with about hey, this is what I'm thinking. But again, if you have anything that you need, reach out and let me know, and have a great week 14.